Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts and a bit of backstory about this subject, and that is the Irate Gamer's latest teaser trailer. So at first, he revealed that the game he's going to review is Dick Tracy for the NES. And then if you notice on his video on his YouTube channel, it said the epic 2020 summer event begins. So here's the backstory about the trailer. So the first thing is, yes, it kinda homaged the Avengers Endgame, the MCU. And the theme behind that one is that if you've been following this guy to some extent in 2008, I'm gonna say probably before that until 2010 to 12, I can't really remember. There were some YouTuber who would review bad video games, so you kind of sound familiar about this one. So of course, when you think about reviewing bad video games, is James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, and one of them was the Irate Gamer, and to some extent most of them were inspired by James Rolfe. So James Rolfe kind of started reviewing bad video games reviews, yeah, there's information about it, but at the same time it's comedic, because it's so bad you get frustrated because you get the idea. So a lot of people were doing this, and that's including Irate Gamer. So the reason why he's been using like the Avenger kind of idea behind it, he also did that in a previous video with Ghostbusters, and not a lot of YouTuber who reviews bad video games do it anymore. They actually stop. I mean, there's a lot of reasons behind it. Could be one is they got better things to do, they got tired, and of course, sad to say, to some extent, reviewing bad video game is like, it's a past fad to some extent. So of course, if you watch his review for the Ghostbusters, he did a parody again, homaging to the Avengers Endgame. So 4 years ago, he reviewed Duck Hunt, and then after that, he kind of did like a continuation for now and said, okay, I'm done reviewing Duck Hunt. I'm gonna play The Legend of Zelda Adventure Link for the NES. And the joke there is that he's been playing it for 4 years. Yes, 4 years. Again, it's a joke. Don't take it seriously. It's also comedy. It's for entertainment. And then 4 years later, then he decided to review Ghostbusters. But during that 4-year gap, the joke there is a lot of the famous YouTuber who used to review bad video games disappear. So he kind of shows some people you might recognize, you might not. And I'm just going to say the gist of it, most of them is, like I said, they either got tired, moved to a different thing, and some of them probably have better career. I'm not going to mention the other who they are. If you want to know, you can just Google it. Alright, so, and then the Irate Gamer. So who is this Irate Gamer? Because I noticed on Twitter where people actually posted hyping it up because it is interesting. Like I said, I'll tell you why it's interesting for people who don't know. I noticed on the comment is either A, wow, the Irate Gamer is still doing videos about bad video games, and there's even some said, who's this guy? I never heard of this guy. So whether you like it or not, it is kind of understandable about the Irate Gamer. So here's the backstory of the Irate Gamer. Real name Chris Bohr, and believe it or not, so before I continue, I wanted to say a disclaimer. I am a fan of both James Rolfe's work, the AVGN, and his other thing in his YouTube channel, as well with Chris Bohr, some of the work he does on his YouTube channel. And the Irate Gamer got better in the long run, so I have no problem with them. I'm a fan of both of their work. And yes, believe it or not, I actually had some interaction with Chris Bohr via either YouTube and Facebook. He's a cool guy. Heck, even Big Al, the guy who I follow, I'm a fan of. At the beginning, believe it or not, he was questionable about Irate Gamer, but then later on, when including myself get to know him better, he did a video about it, kind of like explaining the whole story, his side of the story. We said, yeah, it kind of makes sense now. Yeah. I mean, you're still gonna have those trolls and people that don't like him, but again, it is what it is, the internet. So the Irate Gamer, Chris Bohr, kind of did also like review bad video game, and the gist of that one is He got popular so fast, he didn't know how to handle it, and there were just some fans of the AVGN who didn't approve of what's happening. I mean, you gotta blame YouTube for that one because from what I heard, YouTube at some point in 2008, 2009, whatever those years, he got featured a lot to a point that, yeah, he was getting a lot of recognition, and Chris Board just didn't know how to handle it. A lot of it, that's his story about it. It's gonna be on the links on the description box. I love the backstory. For the rest, if you want to know more about who's Chris Board, the Irate Gamer, and those other YouTubers who used to review bad video games, you can just Google it. He kind of mentioned it, a lot of the names. So he did also a stream on it, just explaining about that. He kind of remembered some of the people, like what happened to them, of course. So anyway, again, the trailer, they kind of like, it's like he did like a Days of Future Past reference. Like a lot of the bad game reviewers, they no longer do it. Again, like I said, he's still doing the homage to the Avengers Endgame. So then throughout the trailer, he was saying there was going to be something that it's never been done before, and then it clicks to black. And then all suddenly, you just see James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. So I'm like, James, like, we see this trailer. Then all suddenly he says, Irate Gamer, and then it went to Chris Board, the Irate Gamer, and then he said, the angry video game nerd. And then in the end, you see like a special title, Irate Gamer versus the angry video game nerd. And in the end, James, the angry video game nerd, said, yeah, you didn't see this coming. And the answer for that one is yes. Including myself, I did not see this coming. So first of all, some people say, "Oh, this is a joke. It's nothing." No, apparently it's true. It's legit from what I heard. Yes, the next episode of the Irate Gamer, which is going to review Dick Tracy for the NES, there will be some sort of collaboration with the video game. So again, for some people say, well, what's a big deal? Whatever, two guys. So yes, again, if you're new to the YouTube and you just know about AVGN, probably not so much about his angry video game nerd, most of the other things like he reviews movies, he does playthroughs and other stuff. Understandable, but in the past, starting in 2006, he does the AVGN. That was his known for, and he did a lot of those videos. And then later on, like I said, he branched out doing some other variety things. But like I said, at the same time is that Chris Board was also doing his thing, and that's where the controversy is. And a lot of the fans or people who are within the community to understand the story kind of believe that they're never gonna ever have any like interaction ever. There've been a lot of sort of questionable conversation. Like James actually gives thoughts about Chris Board and vice versa. Again, the video that Chris Board has, I'm gonna put in the link in the description box. There's also other ones. There's also some guy did a documentary about the Irate Gamer versus the AVGN. Another guy that I would recommend is Jericho Squint. Unfortunately, this guy is a long-time YouTuber, but after a while, yeah, he left YouTube. But he did a 10-part documentary about those two, about the AVGN versus Irate Gamer. Like, is it really a versus or not? If I find that channel, I'll put in the link. But I don't know if he removed it or not. I have not been following the guy because, like I said, this guy left like a long time ago. But yeah, he actually was on the known about the situation of Chris Board and James Rolfe. So again, is this sort of a big deal? Well, if you've been following most of them, then to some extent, yes, because yeah, it is a collaboration. Yeah, maybe it's too late. Maybe they shouldn't have done it a long time ago. But you also gotta keep in mind the history on both of them. That, like I said, to some extent, they at one point in the past. Again, I don't know the whole story, so I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in this one. I know they do know each other on the internet, but they also chose not to acknowledge each other because, again, there was some sort of like not saying eye to eye. They hate each other. No, they don't. Are they like cool to each other? Maybe, but like I said, from what I heard past, was they know each other, but they don't really acknowledge each other. And yeah, I mean, if you want to know the whole story about it, like I said, there are other YouTube video might be there, and also just go to Google, just Google. So I'm not gonna talk about it here because that's in the past. But yeah, so my thoughts on the trailer. That's gonna be interesting. I am, believe it or not, I can't wait to see what the whole video is about, the review. So the question is, besides, did anyone see this coming? Of course, no. Is what is the backstory for this one? It's kind of interesting for me also. Hopefully, maybe once the video is out, give it some time. Let's see what the backstory is. That James Rolfe is actually saying, hey, you know, okay, I'll be in your video. Let's do a collaboration. So again, like I said, like not in a million years would anyone see this. And I mean, it was kind of weird at first because when I looked first, before I watched the video, I was looking at the comments like, alright, you know, okay, it's another Irate Gamer episode who's been doing it. And then all of a sudden I see Mike Matei's comment. Wow, Mike Matei's commenting on Chris Bore's video. That's interesting. What's the deal with that one? And yeah, and he was actually giving him compliments. So that's also respect for me. So I'm like, that's interesting. What's it all about? Like, wow, because normally, like, they're not really like that close, or they're not really associated. But and then when I saw the video, like, oh, James and Chris Bore, I'm like, wow. And the reason also this is sort of interesting is that, like I say, are they in the same caliber? It's subjective, so please don't take it personal. But yeah, I mean, Chris Bore, like I said, sadly to say, he's not sort of well known. Like I said, you can tell by Twitter. Some of the people said, "Who's the Irate Gamer?" Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and think about I mean, like, he's sort of well known a bit, but seeing also the guy, like I said, is cool because he's also in the circle that I am, like, circle that I follow. So he knows, like I said, some people that I know, like I'm a fan of. So. But like I said, Chris Bore, cool guy there. So him collaborating with James, it's gonna be interesting because again, when you think about James, of course you think about Pat, yeah, Alpha Omega Sin to some extent. Again, the guy also be wondering what happened to him. He just left YouTube. He just lost interest. That's all it is. But like the Game Chasers, Big Soul Dan. I can think of Andre, the Black Nerd. Yeah, I mean, a bit of higher caliber, like they're YouTuber, but they're like more in a higher, like I said, level. Let's just go with that one. But they're more famous, they're more well known than Chris Bore. But seeing this, because like I said, they did have a history because of the controversy, the clashing. Let's just go with that one there. Yeah, so again, yeah, I mean, my thoughts about the trailer, that's interesting. And again, if you want to know more who Chris Bore, the Irate Gamer is, like I said, he is at one point just a YouTuber who likes to do bad review games, you know, which was inspired by ABG and James Rolfe. Yes, he was inspired. There was a little bit of, like I said, questionable what happened, but I think at that point on, he basically just he finally found his footing. So that's good for Chris Bore. So before I close it, another thing that I know is people said, what? Irate Gamer still doing Irate Gamer game reviews? Actually, not so much. That's the thing. The backstory was, yes, for a while he did, and then it was becoming sporadic, and after a while he was doing Skylanders, and he was a fan of Skylanders. But of course, you know what happened to Skylander, because I'm a fan of Skylander. Yeah, the game itself just he melted too much with his Activision, and yeah, I mean the latest game is the one on the mobile game. So again, I mean at one point I was going to do a segment called Skylander Special, but then I had to cancel it due to the fact that I just didn't have the drive, the motivation to do it. But that's what Chris Bore was doing, and then of course his other passion is ghost hunting. That's actually his bigger passion than reviewing bad video. It was something for fun he did, but ghost hunting was something he likes. And also in the backstory, also about Chris Board, that yes, he majored in filmmaking, so that's the reason why I kind of like his videos were actually good. So again, just make a note of that one. And yeah, he majored in filmmaking, so does James. So both the thing work. Video game just something that they like. But and then after a while, his last episode before the return, 4 years ago, he reviewed Duck Hunt, and I mentioned it before. And then from there, he just stopped doing it. Break. You want to do something different, like I said, you want to focus more on ghost hunting. And of course, you got to keep in mind, just like James, Chris Bohr actually has a family, so he got responsibility. And then for a while, he came back as Chris Neo. It was sort of like a spin-off to Irate Gamer, but people, from what I heard, wasn't really a fan of it because it was a different approach. It wasn't him reviewing games, more of he gives his thoughts about games. So for a while, he did that, and then he got stopped again, like responsibility. And then on Facebook, he did a poll that said, "Okay, so I'm thinking about bringing back my review on that video game. What do you want me to be? Do you want me to be Chris Neo, or do you want me to be the Irate Gamer?" He did a poll, and the result was he wanted him to be the Irate Gamer. So that's why 4 years later, with the Ghostbusters review, he was back as the Irate Gamer. And the backstory with that one, believe it or not, was it was going to be a one-off only. Like, he actually originally planned was he was going to do just Ghostbusters, and then it was done just to, for the fans. And again, respect for that one. There's nothing wrong to do one-off. I mean, there've been one-off in a lot of stuff. It's a one-off thing. But then when people say, "Oh man, you should do more because this is actually you're getting good at it," and Chris Bohr said, "Okay, sure, why not? I'll do another one." So Big Trace for the NES. It's going to come out somewhere this summer. And yeah, there will be a collaboration with the Angry Video Game or James Wolf. The question is, like, is it going to be like what he did with Hudson? He'll just say some line and then he'll react to it. Hey, whatever, it's still a collaboration, because the point is that James is putting his franchise, his IP, his let's just say, his character on the Irate Gamer. So he's trusting this guy to not make him, questionable, let's just say that. But yeah, so I don't know the backstory. I think it's going to be interesting because, like I said, there've been a lot of controversy, talks about this. So maybe they're going to patch things up. Like, that's the whole point of the video. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. So like I said, we'll just have to wait and see what it is. So if you want to check out the trailer, there it is. So, and for people who are like not a fan of him, understandable, do each their own. But again, it's just a guy that just likes to do what James does. That's what I'm just gonna say there. I know it's the internet. There's gonna be haters. There's gonna be dislikers, but it is what it is. So with that, I'll see you guys later.